Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man, Sai. Nunez arrived at the away stadium and cut down Forest, one of the last plays of the game. We are continuing the victory march. This is Klopp's glorious final chapter and my goodness, things are going to plan. We have the biggest week of the season coming up next. Obviously first a trip to Sparta Prague to Czech Republic, beautiful place, loved it so much. However, the big matchup is coming against Man City at Anfield, and my goodness, that stadium is going to erupt. But let's get into the Nottingham Forest post-match review first and foremost. There's a lot of subplots here. So a lot of people are talking about the controversial drop ball, Portioni. He's never gotten well with Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp's never gotten well with Portioni. However, this was a very interesting decision. Okay, first and foremost, before that even happened, did you see that flying sky-high boot aimed towards Konate's head like a homing missile, right? It's going right in there, and Keller actually saved Konate from maximum damage. That beautiful Ibu face, stud scraping, I don't even want to imagine. That would have been a red card all day. Do you know how tall Ibu Konate is? And the fact that hurtling in, straight-legged, straight knee, studs going whistling past his face. My goodness, if I connected, I don't even want to think about it. That's a foul all day long. But the fact the foul was not given, right? He had every right to go down there because it's like your life flashing before your eyes, right? Size 10 boot or whatever, right in front of your eye line. Anyway, when we got the ball, how many minutes? Like 2 minutes of play before Nunez went down the other end to score, right? But it wasn't just that. It was a corner taken in. Then Nottingham Forest had the ball. Hudson-Odoi, a 1 year as well. They had opportunities to clear the ball, just hoof the ball, play the smart game, get the ball out of danger. But they didn't. And Endo, Emperor Endo was like, guys, I got this. I came on. I'm back. I will give you the game-winning contribution. He hassled and harassed them and forced the ball to turn over out to Mac Allister. Now, here is where I want to make the comparisons with Lionel Messi. Obviously, from a distance, right? Watching Argentina in the World Cup, you couldn't notice whether it was Messi or Mac Allister on the ball. And there's many reasons for this. But don't you notice the similarities between Mac Allister and Messi in terms of their coolness, their composure, their willingness to get the foot on the ball, and the fact they look ginger under the right lighting as well? That plays a big part. And just the coolness of Mac Allister to jink and pivot onto his weaker left foot, get his head up. Now this is the crucial part. He got his head up to landscape the picture in front of him. Can you see the wood from the trees? The wood being our agent of chaos, Darwin Nunez. The fact that he managed to loft the ball over. It was a chipped pass. It wasn't a hit and hope, a chipped pass into the space where he knew Nunez would bend his run, come back on side to run into. Nunez cranked his neck, and my goodness, everyone got wood after that. And the only real way to summarise this game, I mean, I'll give you a proper analogy for it. Klopp would have set up the shape, appropriate formation, lots of balance and freshness. But in the face of overwhelming opposition, they get stuck in with their heads and ruin your plans, break your tactical setup. And as the clock ticks down and you're left with crumbs of hope, the best way I can describe it is, well, things don't look so positive. The outlook isn't so promising. You can't see the wood from the trees. There's green layers of Forest players everywhere. This is all you can see. Time is running out before your time at the top of the table expires, similar to this cake that I managed to salvage from the mess. The relentless ruthlessness from the opposition, with tenacity putting their face in again and again, heading everything away. You need the Mac attack, the Ginger Ninja, supported by Emperor Allister Endo, to get the ball. He gives you the opportunity with the spoon. You get your head up, you look at the forest greens, and beyond hope, when you claw through the layers, you deliver the ball and find that magical piece of shortcake, aka Darwin Nunez, in and amongst the rubble. And the sweet taste of victory. Oh my god, that's sweet. And as the media and the pundits cry foul, their tears are delicious. Sorry, I digress. Yesterday was Hinamatsuri Day, right? Girls' Day in Japan, coming of age day for the young little lady Miyadono. So yeah, as I was saying, there's lots of narratives behind this Forest victory, right? The momentum, we carry on, still top of the table. This is the best way to shove it into Arsenal, Manchester City, grabbing victory from the jaws of a draw. Those 2 vital points could make a difference. They were optimistic. Come the 90th minute, they're like, come on, Forest, hold on. Oh my god, they're almost there. 95 minutes, 96, 90. Nunez. I was a little bit wary when he kicked the hoarding, the advertising boards that, I'd done something, but crazy fella. Love the Agent of Chaos. I'm going to make a dedicated video on Chaos Theory Darwin Nunez. Love the man. I wouldn't trade him for any strike in the world, not just for footballing reasons. He is hilarious. He's a bundle of fun. Yeah, coming back to the match, isn't it amazing? Bobby Clark is now an established member of the Liverpool first team. He's played in the midfield in the Carabao Cup final, coming on, doing a stellar job, starting a Premier League match. He is not out of place. In fact, he always has a shot on goal as well. I'm really liking his prominence. He's got something about him, a bit of flair, right? And he comes from good gene pool, good gene stock as well. And our youngsters, Jayden Danns is an impact sub, comes on. He should have had a penalty as well, right? I think Klopp must have clocked onto something. Who's that guy? Tahith Chong or something with the crazy hair. Klopp was like, that guy got a goal involvement. I need one of my own. I got an even better version. Jayden Danns, on you go, mate. And our firepower is surely coming back. Robertson and Tsimikas are just back in time to maraud down the left-hand side, bringing quality delivery and energy, which frees up Joe Gomez in his newer role as defensive midfield. Now, this could have been a precursor. This could have been predetermined, because did you see Joe Gomez from right back inverting in to the defensive midfield slot where Trent inverted in at the start of the season? My goodness, he had experience in the middle of the field inverting there from a fullback position, and now he's starting there. What can Gomez not do? Jolo Maldini. And I'd like to think we're over the worst of our injury troubles right now. Harvey Elliott has stood up to be counted, done a stellar job manning the fort on the right wing, inverting into the right 8 position, obviously rotating, making himself available. He's everywhere. He's been running and giving us quality on the ball, and damn, we need it. But Szoboszlai, sexy Domi Schlobbers is back for you, my Hungarian friend. Yes, he is going to be so important in the running, because he's finally had a rest. He's had a break. Obviously a little bit of an injury concern, but he was burning himself out from the start of the season, but now he is back to lead the charge towards the title challenge, and he has goal contributions in him. The assist from the corner, he's got goals, he's got techers, he's got a bit of flair, a lot of cheekiness, good style and profile. Loving the fashion, mate. Yeah, he is vitally important. But Allister and Endo, my goodness, the ankle cruncher by Caicedo, he stood up to be counted. He just ended the game, gritting the teeth, and injury can't keep a good man down. Allister and Endo, leading by example in training, straight back into the fold as well. Which means against Man City, we might have Egyptian King Mo Salah as an option as well. That means Szoboszlai, Mo Salah, Darwin Nunez, what a key player as well. Wataru Endo Sama. All these players coming back just in time for the big showdown against Manchester City at Anfield. I know the Man United bent over backwards a little bit. Rashford should have got a foul from Walker, who clipped him full speed. Don't know what was going on there, but I actually estimated that probably, based on statistics, United should have lost 15-0 or something. Obviously, they got 1 goal. Doesn't matter. Forget United. This ain't about United. Nobody interested in no United these days, right? All about Liverpool. Unless it's 7-0. I'll watch that again, 7-0 against United. That was good fun. We're talking about Liverpool, baby, and this is Liverpool 2.0. I've done a video on Xabi Alonso's potential Liverpool 2.0 and what it looked like. I'm going to do one on Ruben Amorim as well, and De Zerbi, Frank and Nagelsmann. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that very soon, but this is our time right now. Nottingham Forest should have left Divock Origi on the bench. Don't they know he's a super sub? Good things happen when you bring on Sir Divock Origi. Bring him on and good things happen, but they started him and he missed with the left foot rocket, right? Good player. I like Origi back in the Premier League. Yeah. And for me, it really does speak to the quality of the squad from top down all the way through to the academy, the youngsters, the reserves. Everyone's played their part. You got to remember that Trent Alexander-Arnold was carrying us with the goal scoring metrics at the start of the season. Injured out, Conor Bradley comes in, has made a name for himself. Alisson Becker, world #1, the best keeper in the world by far, possibly the best keeper Liverpool ever had. Injured, crucially injured for big matches. This run of extended games that Caoimh Kelleher has come in for, magnificent, ready to be at #1, but obviously, we have Alisson and Caoimh. You couldn't ask for a better pairing right there. Respected Irishman comes in and plays a blinder, keeps the clean sheets, keeps the opposition out of our net, gives us confidence, plays from the back as well. We have injury to Joel Matip, ACL, done for the rest of the season. He's the one that we've been breaking the lines with marauding runs. He was first choice pick alongside Virgil van Dijk. Konate having sporadic injury spells out. Jarrell Quansah coming to prominence. Jarrell Quansah starting game, my goodness. Now Quansah starts. Alright, we're safe as houses. All good. These youngsters coming to prominence. Owen Beck came back on loan to cover the left back injury. Obviously Tsimikas out, Robertson out, Gomez starting at left back, Owen Beck covering there as well. We've had all these players coming in. McConnell coming in on occasion. We've had Bobby Clark coming in on occasion. Harvey Elliott is still incredibly young. Ben Doak has done a job, done what he needed to do as well. Jayden Danns coming in as well. We have Kumas on the left hand side, opening the scoring when we needed it most against Southampton. We have an abundance of talents throughout. It's not just tier 1, tier 2, but all the tiers coming through because they've been homed in the Klopp way of playing, the formation, the philosophy, the winning the ball back at all costs. And this is something that Xabi Alonso is very good at, by the way. I don't want to harp too much about Alonso because there's only one potential candidate. I think there's 3 realistic options. winning the ball back as soon as the opposition have it, not giving them an easy time, being a menace to play against, being an opposition that you absolutely are fearful of seeing on the calendar tomorrow, waking up and playing against Liverpool. If it's at Anfield, even worse. Bye-bye for your chances of winning. I think Liverpool have something special around them this season, and the announcement by Klopp gives everyone that extra G up, that extra energy to give it your all, give it that gung-ho all, with chaos energy and chaos theory up top, controlled by the best controlling pair in the Premier League, Allister and Endo and Alexis Mac Allister together as a tight-knit unit. They are ballers. They receive the ball, they play the ball through the lines, the touch is excellent, through balls are excellent, balls over the top, cross field play, switching the ball, relieving the pressure, making yourself an outlet, winning the fouls, intelligence, calmness, coolness, vibrance, quality. Gives us the basis to do everything. Gravenberch was unleashed. Soboslai will be unleashed. Harvey Elliott is unleashed. This midfield, Bobby Clark can come in, seamless transition, all facilitated by these two battle-hardened warriors, a World Cup winner and Japan national captain, going to Germany, grabbing the armband by scruff of neck, chucking it on, scoring the goal to save him from relegation. I'm so happy, guys. Liverpool FC 2.0, we're already here. Let's win everything. Quadruple, up and coming, why not? People want to doubt the chances, why not? We've got a good shot. Let's see what happens. Sparta Prague, first and foremost. Let's get through that tie, two-legged tie. So let's see what happens in the first half. Is it going to be containment, first half, first game? Or are we going for it and try to put the tie to bed, rest the big guns, and on we go to Anfield? The big, big match. Late one for me, but I'm going to be watching it with full gusto. The house is progressing as well. Guys, make sure you like this video, smash the like, help this get seen, growing rapidly. Subscribe if you haven't already, lots of quality content coming up. But what I want to say is there's big plans when the house is ready, not just to watch along. So this is going to be in May, by the way, when the house is officially done, but also a dedicated studio. I want to do a proper interactive tactical board so I can really get into the meat of the setup, the opposition setup, where our game-winning scenarios are, for example. I want to go into kind of deep dives. That will be the start of collaborations as well, because here the walls are a bit thin, the neighbors get a bit feisty, so when I'm in my own dedicated house, I can be as loud and proud as I want to be, Miyazaki Man, Ichiban, etc. So we'll do collabs in May. I'll be reaching out to certain people. Reach out to me as well if you're interested in doing something. Thank you once again for all the commentary, guys, especially you guys who supported me from day one and that I see your regular comments in. I want to give back you snacks and goodies from Japan. I'm going to be hoarding and distributing and giving out. We'll do some competitions as well. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to talk daily, Discord is the place to be. Put the link in the description as well. Till next time, top of the league, baby. Janet.